I am still very much in the throes of a physical relationship, but before I go any further, a warning for my lady's ex-boyfriend, Gareth. I've heard words from you via other people that you're going to try and win her back and you're not happy that she's seeing me. Well, shut your mouth, Gareth. I am capable of physically dominating you, and I will do if you get involved. I am livid. I have just had the most annoying experience of my life. Calm down. I'm sitting in McDonald's, treating myself for another video well done. And suddenly, there's a tap on my shoulder. I turn round and Gareth is there. My ex is Michelle's ex. Oh, apparently they're back together and he's trying to push it in my face. Like I care. If you want your bottom fingered, son, you go there. I'm not interested anymore. And he's mocking me. He's found the site. He's found my page. And he is mocking me. Oh, you think you're famous now? No, I don't think I'm famous. I think I've got an awesome page with some awesome people on there. I'm having some fun. And he's giving it all of this over and over again. I said, if you found my page, you should have seen my video and you should know that I am capable of physically dominating you. Before I knew what happened, he splashed a bloody drink on all over my shoes and my trousers. And he said, oh, it's piss. I pissed in it in the toilets first. And I know it's just Sprite or Fanta that he's warmed up in his hands, but it's disgusting. I've had to chuck my Converse out because of it, just in case. Well, I say Converse, they were £8 in Primani. You're welcome. But it's the point they were my favourite shoes. So I've got up and I've started grappling with him and I've got him in a headlock and the security guard has come in and he's chucked me out. I'd barely touched my chips, let alone my bloody Big Mac and my side double cheeseburger. And he's chucked me out. It's wasted. So I've wasted a pair of shoes. I've had to chuck my trousers out and I've wasted my McDonald's. You, Gareth, have made a very, very big mistake here. I'm thinking of ways that I will come after you. You will not know when it's coming. You will not know what is going to hit you. I've thought about giving you the Ebola virus or something, but I don't want to infect other people that you might spread it to. But I will do something, and it will be something that you never expect, like I'm going to put piranhas in your bath or something. You don't know when it will happen, but it is coming, you absolute mustached, stupid NHS glasses spasmoid Speckatron. Hey up, and welcome to Callum's Corner on a momentous morning. So, I was just in the park doing a little bit of Pokemoning, and who did I see but the gimpy little gimpazoid himself, Gareth, about 100 yards in front of me. So, I run up behind him, pushed him over. Before he knew what was happening, I climbed on top of him. I'm pinning him down. I've got my knees either side of his head so he can't move it. And I've just very coolly told him, Gareth, you cost me. I didn't get to meet my McDonald's, so I'm going to do the opposite to you. I'm going to feed you. So, some of you may know from my previous videos that I've been blessed with a healthy supply of what we call in school kind of greeners, mucus in layman's terms. So, brought some up. And I've slowly let it fall from my mouth, drip, splat onto his forehead. Shots fired. Next, I wanted to move it on another level, so I've grabbed his nose so he can't breathe out a bit, and it's disgusting, touching his horrible pointy little witchy nose, and my fingers were brushing against his moustache, and it's gross, it's ginger, it's black, it's grey, it's white, it's like all the colours of the spasmoid rainbow in his moustache, but I braved it, little gross spider's legs, waited till his mouth opened and straight in his mouth. Victory. Casually got up, left him, quivering mess on the ground, almost crying, retching, and I think we have proven who the victor in this situation is, and that should be a warning to the rest of you who are trying my patience. This has been a fantastic morning so far. Victory. When Gareth's crying on the floor, victory. When Callum's beat your arse to sore, victory. It goes something like this. hot sun beating on my head. Gareth's lying there and he's nearly dead. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can walk. Another thing about me is the way I talk. Oh, I can dance. Oh, I can walk. Another thing about me is the way I talk. So that's just a little preview of it. If you love it, like I think you probably will, get back to me and I will look at recording it for you. Some of you seem to be very unhappy that the way I've kind of dealt with this. I don't understand that. This is someone who has claimed to pour urine on me. He ruined my shoes and he didn't allow me to finish my McDonald's. That was all his fault. Yes, I could have very easily dealt with it in a physical manner. I could have just smashed him, but it would be unfair. I'm 6'5", I'm a beast, and he is 5'9", skinny. You know, it would have been unfair. He doesn't have my physical prowess or power, and I'm not going to bully someone physically. That's just not the way I roll. Yes, I could have ruined his shoes like he did mine, but you know, I know that he's not in a position to drop £8 like I can and it not be a problem, so I'm not going to do that. I've psychologically dealt with it. Someone says they're pouring urine on me, I'm going to deal with that. And I've taught him a lesson that he will never forget. He is League 2 conference and he's stepped up into Champions League. This is big boy shit and he shouldn't have got involved. And I've dealt with it. And that's the end of that now. I've had it. I've literally had it up to here with it. This pathetic little diss track that's buzzing round and round and round. Do you know what's happened this morning? Gareth and Michelle, she's showing him where I live now, they were sitting outside my house blasting it out their car. This bloody Afghan Dan thing buzzing away. I could hear it from my living room. I went out there and they drove off and they just started circling, going round and round the block and stopping outside my house until I went out. Mortifying. My bloody neighbours were looking out the window. Stupid little tic-tac, get back in your box. I've counted it and he says tic-tac about 548 times in that video. It's repetitive. It's not even factually correct. He talks about me having a girlfriend. I haven't had a girlfriend for 4 years apart from a brief and glorious interlude with a couple of weeks with Michelle. She's there with her disgusting poopy fingers in his car. Why is she back with him when... I am going to smash the shit out of his pathetic little Citroen Berlingo van if they come back round here. I will go mental chicken oriental and bash off the wing mirrors if he comes back here winding me up.
Oh, what a 10 minutes that's just been. Gareth has just left my house. He turned up banging on the door. Bloody kind of shout, well not shouting, but all aggro and teary and ridiculous. Brought him in. I mean, I've got nothing to fear from him. He's a skinny little spasmoid. I could snap him in half. Anyway, brought him into the kitchen and I said, what is up, Gareth? You can't behave like this. You know, I will do something. And he's going on about Michelle. I think she's told him. And apparently she's told him that we just had like drunken rubbish boom. It was all over really quickly. And it's like, you know, I'm not going to say this to him, but, you know, Gareth, you know, there are scratches on my back that tell a different story. Well, what if he watches this? I don't care, I'm going to be honest with my fans. There are scratches on my back that tell a different story. Do you know what I mean? Just a silly little drunken fumble. I was so far inside her, she could have been gurgling with my man juices by the time we'd finished. My mum was banging on the wall, she'd had enough of it. Just a drunken little fumble. But I just comforted him. I said, you know, I didn't lie to him and say it was a drunken fumble. I just, you know, I put my arm around him and it was horrible. His spasmoidal tears seeping into my shirt. I put my arm around him, just said, you know, it was just a silly thing, Gareth. She's angry at you because, you know, you're angry at me. I said, look, let's just draw a line under this whole business and move on from it. As far as I'm concerned, you two don't exist to me anymore. I won't go near her again and you can both move on with whatever kind of sad existence you call for a life. And he was a bit aggro about it. You know, I offered him a badge. I've got one on there, but he got a bit murky about that as well. He left in the end. I don't think I'll hear from him again. I hope he doesn't watch this though. I guess it's a bit harsh if he hears all of that. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're with her now, Gareth. I've moved on. You've moved on. You're never going to be the man I am, but That's just the way life is, isn't it?
Step down, I look up, and coming through the door is Gareth, his specky spazzy little brother who looks just like him but without a moustache, the bum fluff popping up on his face instead, and Michelle. Right, they saunter over like they own the place. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what the hell's happened here? Gone is his disgusting Reebok jacket that's ever present, like some kind of repulsive second skin. And in its place is this really like snazzy, nice like spring beige jacket, like designer stuff, and bloody H&M on Next or something. Anyway, they're sauntering over, they sit down right in bloody front of me at the next table, and they've got a pair of them, Gareth and Michelle, with their backs to me, so I've got nothing to do but stare at this disgusting skull and watch the dandruff just pile up on his collar. Anyway, he turns round and he says to me, bald as brass, "Oh, I saw you got dumped again, bad luck." I'm bloody seething at this, so I thought I'm not going to dignify it with a reply. I'm sitting there eating, trying to get on with it. Starts talking to Michelle really loudly, so I've got no bloody choice but to hear. You won't believe what's happened, right? Always knew this was a danger. Basically, a couple of years ago, he had a bloody truck run over his foot, this delivery truck. He's only gone and got a bloody settlement out of it, thousands of pounds from the way the pair of them are talking about it, rubbing my bloody face in it. Oh, he's bloody trading in his bloody Berlingo and he's getting a nearly new Punto. Oh, a pair of them are going on a holiday together, Lanzarote. 2 weeks, all in bloody inclusive. Making me sick. Honestly, it's all I could do to carry on eating my breakfast. Anyway, I thought, the hell with this. When their food turned up, right, they started feeding it to each other like French fries romantically into each other's mouths. I thought, I'm just getting the hell out of here now. So, me being me, I'm not doing it without getting some small victory. So, I waited till they turned around and were looking ahead. Surreptitiously flicked a couple of beans onto the back of his new beige jacket. In your face, dickhead. Anyway.
Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. So, I've had a bit of an epiphany today. I've had a really good day and it just feels like it marks an end to the whole sorry episode. Kind of gone full circle now and got the closure that I needed. So, I was walking over to my sister's this morning to pick up my nieces, take them out for the morning, and who did I see in the park but Gareth? Now, I've gone back and forth on what I'm going to do when I see him. I've got had mixed emotions. You know, part of me wants to kick the crap out of him, and part of me wants to maybe go somewhere darker, kind of kidnap him and torture him. However, I saw him, and he saw me, and plain as, day, he was petrified. It was written all over his, revolting little weasel face. Anyway, he's turned to try and scarp her off, and he's slipped, and he's gone down in a pile of wet leaves next to this puddle. It's all splashed up on his face, water dripping down his revolting multicoloured moustache and stuff, all on his glasses, and he's got these horrible NHS glasses. He just looked pathetic. And I was thinking, he's down, shall I go give him a swift kick? And I'd be entitled to after what he did to me. I'd be entitled to punt him like bloody Johnny Wilkinson used to punt a rugby ball. But I just thought, you know what? It's beneath me. I don't need him. I don't need Michelle. All that drama was below me, and it's just an indication of how far I've let my standards fall. I need to shut out that rubbish and just get on with what I enjoy. And, I've got an amazing corner waiting for me. So I'm back. Callum is back for good. I will be bringing you a top trump card later today. I'll be playing PlayStation Online and maybe streaming some of it. And a massive thank you to my army. We march on and we go about this now with renewed vigour. I've had a rest and I've come back better, stronger, faster, and maybe even a bit more stable than I've been in a long time. Thank you.